Now, have you ever wondered if it was safe for you to eat before your hair transplant procedure? Or have you ever watched videos of people getting hair transplant and you're wondering, are they actually doing this hair transplant procedure on an empty stomach? Or if you're the one thinking about going for a hair transplant and you're diabetic, how will I monitor my blood sugar? What's going to happen? Now, this video is for you. And if you're coming across this video for the first time, my name is Dr. Chefu. I'm a hair transplant surgeon, a hair loss coach. I've helped my clients regain confidence through hair regrowth and hair transplant. Now, one of the most common questions I get during time for hair and scalp evaluation for hair transplant is, hey doc, is it safe for me to eat before my hair transplant procedure? Or what can I eat? How much can I eat? Do I just need to snack on something? Or do I need to have a full meal? And now I have to sit down and explain further to them what they need to do before the hair transplant procedure. So if this is you, I need you to sit right here, get a paper and pen, or if you have a loved one that's going for a hair transplant procedure, you need to send them this video. Now, here are a couple of things you need to think about before eating before your hair transplant procedure. Number one, during your evaluation or consultation for hair transplant, you need to ask, what kind of anesthesia am I getting? Anesthesia is loss of sensation with or without loss of consciousness. Now, there are two types of anesthesia: general anesthesia and local anesthesia. In hair transplant procedures, we use the concept of local anesthesia. That means we're just numbing only your scalp. Sometimes the hair transplant clinic can also place you on nitrous oxide, which is also called the laughing gas. What does it do? It calms you down and reduces your threshold for pain. So you need to find out what kind of anesthesia you're getting. Is it the general one or the local anesthesia, which is what most hair transplant clinic uses. And now if you're getting a local anesthesia, now that is safe for you to eat before your hair transplant procedure. Now, secondly, what you need to find out is what medication are they going to give to you. A lot of people are anxious, especially when it comes to hair transplant procedure, because they don't know what to expect. We tend to give medication to relax the person during hair transplant, and sometimes you can also give pain medication. So you need to find out what type of medication will you be receiving on that day, because those pain medication and medication to relax you can put you in a state of deep sleep, and you want to know what it is. So if that is what's going to happen, you need to also talk to your hair transplant surgeon to know if it's safe for you to eat before the procedure. Now, this leads me to my next point. If you're diabetic or you have any medical condition that you need to monitor your blood glucose, this is very important. And this is a discussion you need to have with your hair transplant surgeon about your medical illness. Or if you're diabetic, you tell them how important it is for you to monitor your blood glucose throughout your hair transplant procedure. For my clients personally that are diabetic, I recommend they eat before the hair transplant procedure, and we also set a timer to remind us for us to check their blood glucose and also for them to snack on something throughout the procedure. So if this is you want to know more information on how to monitor your blood glucose, I need you to head over to YouTube. YouTube name is Dr. Chefu. I need you to go watch that video. That video is going to explain everything you need to know on how to monitor and control your blood sugar. And this leads me to my final point: the length of the procedure. How long will that hair transplant procedure last? Hair transplant procedure can last anywhere from 6 to 10 hours or more, depending on how difficult or easy the case. So if you're the one going for a hair transplant procedure and your hair transplant surgeon tells you you shouldn't eat anything, you've heard what I said. You need to ask them the question, why shouldn't I eat something? You want to know what type of anesthesia you're getting. You want to know what type of medication you're getting for sedation, especially as I'm diabetic. What is the plan to check my blood glucose? And you also want to know the length of the procedure. So now you know all these factors. My recommendation is always to eat something, but other clinics might be different. So you need to play it safe. Always talk to your hair transplant surgeon to make sure that all your questions will be answered. Now, if you've loved this video, I'm sure you're going to love every other of my video on YouTube. YouTube name is Dr. Chefu. I teach you simple tips and tricks when it comes to hair transplant on how to safely get a hair transplant. If you have a loved one dealing with hair loss, or you're the one dealing with hair loss and you don't even know your options or what to do, I only have one recommendation. I promise you, just one. Make an appointment with us. We offer free virtual hair consultations 7 days a week. So I don't want you to say, I'm too busy, because if you're busy on the weekdays, you can make an appointment for the weekends. If you're busy on the weekends, you can make an appointment for the weekdays, any of the weekdays. Somebody from my team will get in touch with you, talk to you, and find out how we can help you on the next step on your hair regrowth journey. Until next time, stay safe. Bye-bye.